Please support this channel by clicking subscribe, then hitting the bell, and then hitting all to get future notifications.
Hello and welcome to another Suburban Somm video. I am Scott, and after a little bit of a hiatus, I am back. And what brought me back is this bottle right here. May not look like much, but this is a Pet Nat from E11even Wines. The first thing you're going to notice is it has what looks like a bottle cap on top of it, and we'll get to that in a little bit. More about E11even Wines. They are an offshoot of Andrew Murray, and if you haven't heard of them, they are an exceptional producer in the central coast of California, Santa Barbara County. They're known for their Syrahs. They have a couple of really good ones, but they have some more Vedras and some blends and some other stuff too. This E11even brand, from what I can tell, is just some sort of like boutique offshoot. They have all kinds of stuff. They have a cab, they have a Pinot, rosé, and then they have this sparkler. So that's what a Pet Nat is. I had to look it up because I hadn't heard of it before, but it's short for Pet Naturel, which really goes back to the ancestral way of making sparkling wine. Like the monks supposedly first did it, and now they do it mostly the traditional style in the Champagne region. So what that means is that when they're fermenting this this sparkling wine, right before it's done, they kind of move it into a cold room, and that kind of puts the brakes on the fermentation process. Then they bottle it, they slap this cap on it, and they slowly warm it up so that the fermentation can finish. But usually these gases escape when there's a cork or whatnot. It couldn't do that now because of this cap. So it naturally, that's where you get that natural part of the name. That's where the bubbles come from. From what I understand, the downsides of doing it this way is I think the wine's a little sweeter. They're not age worthy either. And then you could, since you're not able to get the lees out or whatever, you could get a little cloudiness. So that's a couple of things I'm going to be looking at. I always look for color, but I'm going to look for that cloudiness, and then I'm certainly curious just how many bubbles I'm going to get. Maybe I'm just being paranoid because it's not traditional champagne cork in this, but at any rate, we're going to give this one a shot, see what we're looking at here. This is the first time I've ever opened a bottle of wine like this. Okay, I don't know if you can see that on the video, but there's definitely some sediment there, or some settling where this bottle was laying on its side. It was doing that up until about 2 days ago. We're going to pour opposite of that. They did say on the website that that could happen, but it should mostly settle to the bottom. But let's just see what it looks like. So we do have some bubbles, I wouldn't not say a ton of bubbles, but it is very cloudy. I hope that's showing up. That is, when it comes to a sparkler or any kind of wine, that's definitely on the cloudy side. Very fine bubbles, not a ton, but definitely different looking wine. Let's give that a sniff. There's like almond, brioche, a little bit of lemon maybe in there. It's starting to already clear up from the bottom. Part of that also is the glass. This is also very cold, but even when I wipe away the condensation, it's still a pretty cloudy drink there. Yeah, there's just a hint of citrus on that. Maybe some strawberry. I'll give that a taste. It's not too bad. It's not a dry wine. I'd say it's probably semi-sweet. What I would rate that. Probably would be something that would be a good aperitif, you know, after dinner, or maybe if you just want to cleanse your palate before a multi-course dinner. A lot of citrus though on that. tangerine, lemon. Not really getting strawberry. This is a blend. I believe it's mostly Chenin Blanc, Sauvignon Blanc. There's some Riesling in there, and I think there's even some Gewürztraminer. Always trips me up when I try to say that one. So there's like 4 different varietals in this. I'm actually, it's now that I drank it a few times, I think it's just a little drier than I originally gave it credit for. So don't go thinking that this is like a sweet wine, sparkling bomb that you'd find on a bargain shelf at a grocery store. And speaking of price, I believe this one is, what I say, $28 for this bottle. Actually, I kind of wish I had more of that. I just looked today and they are sold out. They said it was going to be a very limited run, and I guess they weren't kidding because they're gone for 2019. This was the bottling. I picked it up in early 2020, had it for a few months, and been waiting to crack it. So I hope they do another bottling because I would probably be interested in picking another one up. Let's give it one more try. There's actually a little bit of melon there at the end too. But I like this. It's got some character to it. It's just not like a cheap sparkler that just hits you with the acidity and some lemon or orange and then just kills your palate with the tartness. This is very interesting. Each drink I'm getting a little more, and I think if this warms up just a few degrees, I think even you're going to discover some more things out of it. So this is a pretty nice treat. I think they did a good job with this one. So unfortunately, I can't encourage you to go pick one up because I don't know where you would. But you certainly can go out and look at the other offerings on the 11 label, or certainly if you're not familiar with Andrew Murray, I would encourage you to pick up some of their exceptional Syrahs. Anyway, that's all I had for today. Looking forward to getting back and hitting the channel with a bunch of videos here now that it's fall. But that's all I got for tonight. I am Scott, and this is what I'm drinking today.